Farm to Table Kids actually has some pretty deep roots. And this is the first time we've ever done an event like this, where I've invited my friends and family and everyone to come celebrate Farm to Table Kids. And I can't thank you enough for all coming. With the fullest heart, I have so much gratitude for everyone in this room. You have shared your children with me and your time with me and babysitters and all that stuff. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming out tonight. It means the absolute world. Hey, Jessie just walked in. So Farm to Table Kids actually started in my backyard about 9 years ago when I became a stay-at-home mom. And it started with neighbors that are here today, Susie and Mike, Jen. You're all here, you're here. And we had the kiddos in the farm at my house when they were like 3, and they were eating radishes and carrots out of the garden. And I was so inspired to see the kids get so excited about pulling things out of the earth and wanting to eat them. Because once they cross the threshold into the kitchen, they don't eat them. So I saw something special there, and life being the wild ride that it is, things happen. And so Farm to Table Kids evolved from out of my backyard to building gardens for restaurants. I built restaurant gardens, and I would work with chefs to create the plants that they wanted to harvest for use in their menus. All of the Sea Dog restaurants, I built those gardens, and a bunch of other restaurants in town in Freeport and Portland. And then Farm to Table Kids in 2015 won the Entreverge Award through the Portland Chamber of Commerce and Propel. And what that was is recognition for one of the top 5 entrepreneurial businesses in Portland. And with that came great just promise that your company finally made it. Like, at that point I was like, oh, people are noticing. People are recognizing all the work and what I'm doing, and people are interested. And then about 10 days after getting that award, my son was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and he's okay now, but obviously everything with Farm to Table Kids was just left in the dark. And we moved down to Boston for 2 years. And for those 2 years, we were obviously focused on Joey getting better and just getting back to health. So when I moved back to Maine in the winter of 2017, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I needed to do something, and I needed to find a way to support my family, but also maximize my time with my children. And so, thankfully, I surround myself with crazy people like Jenny Davis and Donna Stein, and now Christina. And Jenny and Donna especially just were like, you've gotten so far with farm camp, just do it again. Just pick it up where you left off, and pretend like nothing happened, and just see what you can do with it. So I ran a farm camp, a test camp, and 2017, I moved back in February. I pulled together all the certification and licensing to do a camp that summer. And thankfully, I have crazy friends like Joe Shelton, who's like, yeah, I'll send my daughter there, we'll see what it's like. And my friends supported that, and I had each week, it grew and grew and grew. And then this past summer, we had almost 100 kids come to camp. So cheers to that. And yeah, thank you. So we had almost 100 kids come to camp, and I look at that, and life is a roller coaster. We all have our stories, we all have our hurdles and obstacles. But I can't tell you how grateful I am for the people in this room and the people that, again, share their children with me, who I cherish and love, to be able to go to farm camp and to live in a community that supports farm-based agriculture and can see the value in sending your children to a farm camp where they can be outside all day and work in the fields and go on forest walks and disconnect from screens and phones and things like that. It's such a powerful way to spend the summer with kids, And I continue to be inspired by the kids, but the families that support Farm Camp. And I just wanted to send a special thank you to those families that have been my root and my foundation. So Jenny and Zach Davis. Jenny's in the kitchen. Jenny did all the food today. So Jenny has been just like, yeah, cheers to Jenny. Jenny, get out here. Jenny. All right, so she's not getting out here because she's getting caught up on the food. Jenny, take a bow. You're an adorable overall. Okay, there she is. That's my crazy friend. She is just my constant cheerleader. And then Donna and Matt. Donna's right there. Matt is her husband who got this music group together, the Fathers of Bluegrass, who are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then the newest person to hitch their wagon to this crazy ride, Christina and Andrew. Yay, Christina! I also have to thank Jess and Dewey because for as ambitious as the girls are, Dewey, he's the grounding, smart brain. It's like, really? Are we gonna do this? So the initial plan for this night was Jenny and I thought it would be a good idea to cover the hoop house that's in the field, that it doesn't have plastic on it. We thought we could cover it and weed it and put a ground in there and pull off a harvest party. And thankfully for people like Dewey, he was like, maybe you should consider the museum. So thank you, Dewey, for always being a sound mind in this brain trust. We have a special guest appearance by Zach Anderson, our camp counselor from last year. Zach, I'm so happy he came. He's a senior at Bates now, and he's totally gonna come back for next summer. And then I have to thank Andrew, my Andrew Stern. Thank you wherever you are. There you are, hi. He's been like, how can I help? And I've just been looking at him like, don't talk to me. So thank you for all your help in dealing with me. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It means the world to us. Jen, she was part of the people that came to the farm when when the kids were 3. So when you walk around the room, you'll see pictures of your kids. And if you do, please take those with you when you go home for the night. I have them all on file, so they're yours to keep. And then I also wanted to introduce John Sowles and Pam Ames from Skyline. So Farm Camp, we're a nonprofit, and we operate Farm Camp here at Skyline, but Skyline's a 56-acre land trust. And John Sowles is the man who offers to open the doors to have Skyline, to have the Farm Camp here. So this is John.
Sure, I won't take up a lot of time. I just wanted to say that we're really delighted to help Stephanie get this Farm to Table Kids program off the ground, and we're committed to doing everything we can to make sure that this is a safe environment for them and a happy environment, and that they learn a lot. And carry on.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom. So we have a little video that we put together over on the back wall there. Oh, but before we do that, let's toast, because we could all use that. So cheers to Farm to Table Kids and all the families that support us and send your kids to camp. And thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how much your support means. And I have so many dreams for Farm Camp. There's just so much. I want to get the school system involved. You're going to help me with that. We're going to get the schools coming here and expand Farm Camp and do adult education classes for cooking and wine tasting if we get a vineyard. Just kidding, John. I'm